Oh, there you are. What's up, guys? Welcome to Rider Infusion. Welcome to a new video. Today we're talking about intersections. Because when I approach an intersection, I don't just look at the red light or the green light. There's a lot of other things that I'm looking for when I ride. And that is what I want to share with you guys today. It's just my thought process for when I'm riding, what I'm looking for, what I'm watching out for to essentially keep me safe. Let's hop on the bike and let's get the heck out of here and let's find an intersection that we can talk about. A common denominator, common thing that you're going to see coming up again and again is people churning into your lane of traffic, into your lane. That's like a common denominator, right? That's something that you're just watching out for with anytime you're out riding. You're just always watching, paying attention to who is potentially stopped on the right side and who could potentially pull out in front of you. You have to pay more attention to that, to the people that are wanting to pull out in front of you, more in the situations where there is just one lane. Because when there's just one lane, you don't have an option of changing lanes. You don't have an option of going somewhere else. Like, you're in that lane, that's the lane that people are going to be pulling out into. Man, I hate not having a mirror. But when you have two lanes, like that road that I was just on, ideally the safer lane to be traveling in when you're approaching intersections would have been the left lane. I was in the right lane, would have been the left lane that would have been safer. There could be two lanes, and you could be in the left lane traveling, and there could be someone that wants to pull out, right? What people do, oftentimes, you really do see this often. People won't just pull out into their lane. They're going to pull out straight into your lane. So that could be very dangerous. You still have to watch for those people, and you have to watch for those people wanting to pull out, especially when there's not other vehicles to the right of you, right? When there's traffic to the right of you and you're in the left lane, you know that car that wants to pull out is watching all of these cars that are in the right lane. But generally speaking, if there's two lanes, more than one lane, if there's more than one lane, generally speaking, you want to be further to the left. Like, when you're in the left lane, you're going to be the closest to and the first one to potentially have contact with whoever it is that is churning across your lanes. So if you're passing through intersections like these where we have the red arrows or the green arrows actually indicating when we can or can't churn, or when the other people can or can't churn, these intersections are, I'm more relaxed when I'm passing through them. I'm not as cautious, I guess you could say. But if we were on a road right now where the people that are wanting to churn to their left, if they're not waiting or they're not stopped at a red light, at a red arrow, and they're just waiting for a break in traffic, that's a dangerous intersection. Okay, whoa, slow down. Dude, this truck is oh man, that truck was just distracted. He was probably paying attention to the cops and not actually watching traffic. Now imagine you're a motorcyclist in that left lane, right? That. Ugh, man. Something else I want to talk about when it comes down to intersections is that, there's intersections are where things intersect, right? So, pedestrians crossing the street, bicyclists, people walking their dog, whatever it could be. There's a lot going on with intersections. There's a lot that you have to watch for. And you have to, every single intersection that you're crossing, you have to adapt to it differently based on the type of intersection that it is. Okay, actually, this is a good street that I turned into because we got a roundabout. Make sure that the people that are supposed to yield to you, that they're actually yielding. You've confirmed that you can go through the roundabout. Actually make sure whoever it is that's on the right, that they're actually stopped. Like this guy right here. All right, let's talk about these intersections. So it's kind of I'm in the backcountry type place. So this is not a busy place. So my senses are relaxed, not as heightened here, driving through these type of intersections. I just know that there's not a lot of traffic here. And I'm typically in these type of situations, just overall, you know, one lane going this way, one lane going back. I'm gonna be more towards like the center of the road in general, just to, first of all, have a little better line of sight into the intersections left and right. I can kind of see a little bit further into them, like versus if I'm all the way out to the right, like not a big difference, but still there is a difference in how far I can see into the intersections for potentially cars driving out. What's up, guy? And also, like if I'm on the right side, lane position 3, in a situation like this, and someone is flying through, zipping through that intersection without actually stopping, I have less time to react. Like if I'm out here to the left, you know, even if I'm lane position 2 or lane position 1, and if I see someone coming out and just not stopping at an intersection, I just have more, I have more flexibility in like where I can go and how I can go. All right, I am going to be making a right turn at that next intersection. A couple things I want to talk about. So as I am going to be approaching the intersection, checking my mirrors, first of all, make sure that there's no one passing me on the right, because you can expect anything here in Florida. But coming up to an intersection, see there's a lot of cars to my left. They're blocking, like pedestrians, they're blocking bicyclists if they are crossing. So kind of come up slow to intersections like that. And also use your turn signal. I wasn't doing that right now, but you should. For example, let's just say this intersection that I'm coming up to, let's just say this is one of those lights where I don't have an arrow that's letting me or giving me the right of way to turn left. I would advise people to not just put their motorcycle like out in the middle of the intersection. It's a mistake that motorcyclists make sometimes, where there's an intersection, there's a green light that they have to where they're yielding to the cars that are coming towards them. And what they do is they pull out and they just stop like in the middle of the intersection. So you're coming up to an intersection, there's a stop line, there's the line in which you have to stop at. Stop at that line and wait for an actual opening for where you could, you know, you're gonna be able to go and turn, and then you go. One finger is always laying on my brake lever. I can't tell you how many times I've had it happen where just having my finger rest on the brake lever has like saved me. It's helped me. It's just instantaneous. It's, as soon as you see something happening in front of you, it's just boom, you're right there, you're ready to go at your brakes. Super simple, super fast. It's a really good habit to get into. It's a really good habit. What I want you and everyone to walk away with from this video: intersections are dangerous. There's just no debating that. You need to be super careful anytime that you are approaching an intersection. Use your best judgment to gauge the situation, the intersection, how many cars there are around you, who's behind you, how close they are, whether you're potentially being hidden by other vehicles, by trees, by a sign, by whatever it could be. Gauge per situation and adjust accordingly to how you ride, where you ride. Position yourself in the safest possible place that you could be. This intersection coming up right now has, man, there's been so many crazy accidents that have happened right here. Like there needs to be like a light here, this needs to be a controlled intersection. There's so many people pulling out of that intersection, and people are flying through this road at 55 to 75 miles an hour. And man, that intersection has claimed like so many accidents. But man, I hate uncontrolled type of intersections. If you did enjoy this video, I would appreciate if you could give the video a thumbs up. And if you're not subscribed to the channel and you want to see more videos like this one, consider subscribing. We've got new videos coming out every single week, at least one main video every week. And I've got short, reel type uploads every single day. Guys, I hope you're gonna stay safe out there on your motorcycle and your rides. Be wise, don't do anything stupid. Hope you all have a good rest of your day. Peace. I'll see you next time.